So I'm standing here at the implement shed, which if anybody remembers in the summer, I'll have to reference the video, but the roof that used to be over this fell in and we kind of were pulling stuff down and clearing it. Well, that apparently supported the outer edge to some degree, because now that side blew in, these two metal sections have blown in. I mean, the wind is pretty much doing a deconstruction job for us, throwing it on the ground so we can clean it up later. So the wind out here is something ferocious. Last video, we kind of started working this a little bit. So now he's gonna change angles. Thought I would take a little break from what I was doing. See where Dad was at with this here. Looks like he is getting pretty close. I can't believe some of the roots on that. Some of them are 8, 12 inches round, and it wasn't even that big of a tree. It's so close. Wow, I just cannot believe that stump. It's loose. That's all she wrote. Here he's kind of backfilling that stump that he took out. So I was thinking about it, and I guess I never really explained why we bought a backhoe compared to just renting one, which was the other consideration. So what it comes down to is we were looking at like $4,000 to rent a nice new backhoe from, say, Sunbelt Rentals for a month. And so $4,000, you get 160 working hours. So you put all this money forward, you get 160 working hours. I'd have to take off like a week at a time. Dad would have to take off a week. I'd have to take off a week just to utilize that time while you have it. You got like a really expensive transportation each way. So we were thinking, you know, if we were to invest in a backhoe, it might be a little bit more economically efficient, because we have something we can sell at the end of the day if we get all our projects done and don't want to keep it any longer. And we use the Coyote's grater blade to kind of backfill this. There's still a little divot. We could probably stand and do better, but it's without a stump. That's a good start. Now, there's so many different things out here that we could be doing with a backhoe. And that's part of the reason, again, it seemed justifiable to buy one instead of just renting one, because there's going to be a lot of time invested in all of these stumps, all the concrete that's here, helping with T-posts and getting those out. Heading out to the ridge. It is literally March 18th and we got snow last night, and it's pretty hard to tell on the camera, but the wind and the snow blowing looks worse in person than it does on camera. Yeah, like in person this looks way worse. Anyway, we're heading out, gonna do some chainsawing. I think it's like 10 degrees with wind chill, but we're gonna see what we can get done here, because I am stubborn and I really want to get the what's gonna be the front yard done really badly. So chainsaw should be pretty hard to start this morning. Figure it out. I think I did about 45 minutes, about an hour. Wasn't exactly the most fun I've ever had.
I mean, what is this one?
Oh, this? That's my credo. No regrets.
It's, I was walking in like 2 foot snow drift, so we didn't get a lot of snow, but boy is it blowing. So time to get back on the project in front of me. It's kind of been put on the back burner, work on the backhoe. But now that we have the backhoe, I definitely need to get this done so that we can get to the actual house that I want to get to. So that's what we're working on today. There's a lot of stickers out here. Our pile's starting to get pretty big. But they just had crap. This all used to be the yard, front yard, where the house is right there. But more down trees. Somebody cut that like a long time ago. But they have all this like redneck looking stuff, like this old weird wooden 2x4 planter. And that right there is another reason about backhoe. So many stumps and things to dig up. But to give you another example of stuff that we have to dig out, it's just a real like why moment would be this right here. That used to be a tire planting box. Very classy. I've already got 2 good piles over there and over there. But most of this crap needs to come down. There's a few, I think, walnuts in here, but most of it's crabapple and just crap. So it needs to go. Got that sapling that I cut in the beginning down. Man, it's so bound up from this stuff. It's like impossible to just normally cut it down and have it fall and then start cutting on the ground. You have to cut it away in chunks and then start working at it. For today, use the backhoe, put it to work. This was like a ton of concrete and blocks for whatever reason. This is the 3rd load. Got these big slabs. I don't know why they had concrete piled everywhere, but we're getting rid of it. If I was honestly better using the backhoe bucket, I wouldn't be throwing them in the bucket by hand, but I'm throwing them in the bucket by hand right now. So apparently they didn't believe in cup holders in 1979. Might have to give me one of those. Let's go take it to the concrete pile. Look at that pretty coyote. It's kind of freaky having a big old piece of metal behind you shaking around, but it stays put enough. I'm not in, it's not locked up with any pins or anything. Here's some big pieces of stone. Here we go. All right, like that. Even through all that, I can't believe my top stayed where it was.
It takes 40 acres to turn this thing around. One thing I've been watching, I'm not sure that's supposed to still be blowing white smoke, even though it's been warming up and running for over half an hour easy. Not close to an hour, but in the past it's been clear. Anybody that's mechanically inclined, by all means, tell me what's going on here. So I turned the backhoe off to call my wife at one point, and I had to jump it to restart it because the starter was bad, or either bump it. And I don't know how to do that, so I just came over to start helping Dad. This is actually going faster than we expect. It was not in very good shape, so it's coming apart pretty easy.
New weekend, back out here. Dad is, I don't know where Dad is. He's like right there. So we're working on the barn, or what was the chicken coop, and he's made some good progress this morning. Almost have one side done. What do you think?
I think it's still gonna take a while.
So one side done, got the other side, and the sidewalls. And then this will eventually be where the sawmill is, which is sitting in the barn for the last few months. So we're ready to like get that in action. So we're getting rid of this sidewall, and I can tell you for sure that it was not skill that managed to get this huge wall up on this bucket. I think I got very lucky with the balancing act here. So we're gonna take this, and well, that actually kind of achieved what we wanted it to. I ran into that pole. Dad's laughing about it. Broke apart. That's funny.
Sure. Reno. Now then. This is working smarter, not harder.
So we have made some pretty awesome progress today. We got this half all the way taken down except for those poles. Don't mind those, we'll get those. And then we got all the metal off that side. I'm just working away the cross supports so we can save the 2x4s if they're good. And then we just have the back wall. We've gotten at least half this building done just today alone. Well, I think we ended the day with a pretty good pile of stuff here. It's a good start. Kind of to show you another angle here. Pretty much just have the rest of the roof 2x4s. Dad coming back over with some accelerant here.